Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome, 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 welcome. Excited to see you folks all here. It is another day in the wonderful world of potentials and possibilities. So,
And there's
in,
two things I love, and one is sales, and the other is humor. And so it's
mm,
good for the two of us that humor is one of the fastest ways to impact, make an impact, create rapport, create connectedness, create openness, all the good stuff, all the good things we want to
yeah,
do.
the power of laughter and joy and happiness in sales simply shouldn't be just ignored or thought of as a small thing. In fact, it literally can't be overstated. It it actually acts like this universal language because of the psychology and how the brain works in breaking down the barriers, building quick rapport with the clients. And you know that you need to create that rapport. And the quicker you can create it, the quicker you can make a sale. And if you're doing one-on-one sales, that means the more sales you can potentially create. Now, I've found that the just the small step of incorporating a joke or a lighthearted comment at the beginning of a presentation or an interaction or a dialogue, it not only eases the tension, but also makes the whole experience more enjoyable for everyone. It makes me happier, makes the other person happier. And by being very specific with the type of humor and how you use the humor and when you use the
Specific.
humor, it's fascinating how that joyfulness can immediately make a prospect more open and receptive to whatever it is that you have to say.
Exactly. It is pretty amazing. I am jumping on here and just tagging people to make sure that they get into our live here.
Yeah, and also along with that, I mentioned the brain. So when you understand buyer psychology, there's a certain number of steps that the brain goes through before it makes a purchase. And the decision to buy is the last step it does. And most salespeople are trying to create that decision to buy right at the beginning or midway through before those other locks have been unlocked to open that doorway. So understanding biopsychology, it's basically like having a roadmap or a GPS in your client's mind. It's all about tapping into those emotional triggers, which is the midbrain, that actually drive their decision. And I've had a lot of experience in this, and Amy and I both have learned that by aligning our sales strategy with these emotional undercurrents, and use the word undercurrents quite strategically because we like to place the sale downstream rather than upstream. When you place your sale downstream of the emotional undercurrents and the sequences the brain is naturally going through, purchasing your product is their next natural step. And because it's natural, it feels good, it sounds good, it looks good to them.
It's an
And
easy step for them to take too. It just makes sense. There's no struggle. Like
yeah,
yeah, there shouldn't be any, it shouldn't feel like a struggle when you're in a sale. If you feel like you're in a struggle, then you know that the sale has been placed up the stream because you're in these currents and you're pulling through and oh, it's tough, right?
and there's the three-step process that Amy and I talk about in sales, and
Sure.
that's connect, coach, close. So connection is super, super important and it's super necessary. In fact, it's fundamental to connect before you go into coaching or closing. And whether it's addressing their fears or you're highlighting their potential games or simply just being empathetic with the person, when you align your approach with your clients that feel like they need a change in their life, or they see that they need a change, or they can hear or they resonate with wanting a more potential future, the results are remarkable because it's not just selling a product. It really is about creating a connection.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And hello, Jenny. And the Facebook user said, the struggle is real. It is real. You know what? I posted something down below because Jace actually has an event coming up. His friend is Brenda Norman, and she's hosting an on-demand summit where you can watch these like 15-minute interviews with 20 of the top leaders, including Jace himself. And it's how to stand out and how to sell more in this crowded and evolving online world. It's called the Authentic Edge because authenticity is one of your greatest competitive edges besides humor. I'd say humor and authenticity are way up there because when you can when you can be yourself, like be truly in who you are, and then do it in a humorous, funny way, you're going to connect to people like tenfold. So I'm going to show you really quickly this so we can just jump on here real quick. All you got to do is just jump on here. It's free to join, guys. Just go here, get instant access. Just click here, get instant access. And that's all. Just your name and your email address and click get access now. I've already done it, but it's only available for a few more days. So guys, jump on that right now. Okay. Just jump on that now. You're going to really thank me later. So jump on there now. Cool. Yeah. Oh, I was wanting to share. What were you wanting to share, Joanna? And welcome. Glad you're here.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Always good to have you folks drop by.
Where is that? Let me post it out. I'll go post it. I'll post that link for you. You're over in the. Are you in the honey hive? You're on the honey dare. Here we go. Let me post the link out here for you. Here you go.
Yeah. So what's that? So I was just letting you know that the power of humor, laughter, jokes, silliness, playfulness, fun in sales, it isn't just about making someone laugh. It's actually a very crucial tool in breaking down barriers and forging instant connections with the clients, with the people, with the guest, whoever it is. So as sales professionals, we should recognize that laughter actually triggers endorphins, fostering a positive environment that makes clients more open and receptive to your message. So consider using humor as not just an icebreaker that can shift a skeptical prospect's attitude, which is so true with all the online sales, and especially after the COVID lockdown. Every single person out there that's coming to your event has more than likely gone to 20 others already, and most of them are online, and they have a skeptical attitude because most of those were trying to sell them rather than support them by allowing them to buy a product or service. It's a different aspect. One is a push and one is a open the door and let them fall through. So definitely being able to not just shift that skeptical attitude or mind, but the humor can also be used into turning them into like a super engaged listener. You have their focus, which is key. Focus is so key. And that way leading to a more potential sale. No.
Absolutely. Sorry, I'm like.
I thought a sound came up. I thought you wanted to speak, but you just
no. It was. I was logging into one of the other pages that we're on so that I can get Jace's link out to on those other pages.
Oh, I gotcha.
Joanna was asking for it, so I wanted to actually reply to Joanna. So when I clicked into it, it was your own voice that you were hearing talking.
I thought it was, but I wasn't 100% sure. So
I could feel you swap, but I wasn't on that screen because I was on the other screen. So I was like, but yeah, humor is like it is really the master key. Like it really is because, you talk about connection, like it's really important for connection, but why is connection so important with working with your salespeople? We always hear that you buy from people, like, and trust, but like we hear that over and over again, but nobody like really breaks that down to really think about it. Hi, Summer Petty. Welcome. Good to see you.
Hello.
We never really kind of break that down to what does that really mean? What does that look like? How do you get people to know, like, and trust you? And it starts with just connection, Once you make a connection, that's it. And the thing is most of your speakers, like if you're a speaker, you're automatically making the connection quickly because they've already seen you. And you've also heard that people need to see you about 7 times or they need to have like 7 touch points before they make a buying decision. And this can be true. This is why brands spend so much money on billboards, because it's like you're driving by the billboard and we don't even think about it, but it's like our brain saw it.
Yep.
And then we see the commercial and our brain saw it again. And we already go, oh, I know these guys. And we don't know why. We don't remember the billboard we saw, but now they're extra familiar to us. Now we've seen them in 2 places. Right? Then we go to the airport and we walk past a billboard on the airport, an advertisement in the airport. We don't really actually see it consciously. Right? And then we go to make a choice between the brand we saw and some other brand, and we go, I don't know why, but I just like this one better.
I trust it more. I have a stronger connection to it because you saw it multiple times. It's like Amy said, 7 minimum, like 7 to 12 times you need to do a touch point or a connection to build that trust. The more someone sees something, the more trust they're building in it. So that's why those multiple touch points. So that's why social media is super important, especially if you're a coach or an influencer or an entrepreneur. That's why we have this special event in Bali happening with the folks there, because like your social media is going to blow up with all that taking place. And that's with the 3 comedians that are doing their special intro March 20th on Wednesday night. So because the more times you can be seen on social media with a positive input or a solution or an advice, especially if you're a coach, an entrepreneur, a leader, or a salesperson, people will be followers / voyeurs of what you're putting there. And you mightn't realize that you've had 20 to 30 touch points with this person when you finally get on a call with them, and they're so open and warm that they're eager to buy from you because you've created that connection. Like, understanding buyer psychology is super important. Like Amy said, most people are trying to sell to the mask rather than the person behind the mask. And the mask is the person that, now, have you guys done this where you've got, here's a questionnaire to fill out before you attend my event? And then the salespeople are all going through these questionnaires going, oh, here's a potential sale. It's like, excuse me, BS. That piece of paper was filled out by the mask. You have a lot of struggle selling to the mask. That's why most salespeople get 10 to 20% of the room. Our recent event, we got 80% of the room, because we weren't trying to use tactics and techniques to sell to a mask. We were genuinely interested in supporting, helping, and creating a connection with the person behind the mask. And that's buyer psychology. It's not just about knowing your product, but understanding the emotional underpinnings that actually drive your clients or potential clients' decision. And when you integrate humor with these emotional triggers, it so superpowers increasing the trust, reducing the fear, and creating that endorphin happiness in their brain that significantly boosts your conversion rates. And a really great way, or a strategic approach, is tell a lighthearted or funny story that talks about the pros and cons of an experience that align with the pros and cons of your product.
And Jenny says, having an engaged listener is the most important thing you have to do to be heard and successful. Yes, that is precisely it. It's focus. Focus is currency. Getting people's attention. It's like really loud in the marketplace these days. So getting people's attention is the really, really, really key thing. Yeah. And that's what Jamie mentioned. We have this event in Bali coming up. I'll show you guys how to get that. And we have actually a 90% off code. I'll post it here. 90% off is right here. So I will show you how to get to it. Basically, once you're here, you can watch this. Oh, we should play the video. Let's play the video.
Oh, have you got a video that you can show them?
I do. Can you see it?
I don't know. I've lost the page. Where are you?
Wow.
Imagine doubling your sales conversions without doubling your effort. You want to know my secret? I'll tell you. There are only 2 times where we're breathing at the same rate and making eye contact with each other. And one of them is when we're sharing a laugh. Can you guess the other one? Yep, it's when we're sharing a bed. So when you make someone laugh, they trust you as much as if they invited you into their bed. That's huge for rapport. That's instant rapport. Discover how mastering the art of humor can turn your sales into an irresistible magnet for success, making every client interaction not just profitable, but genuinely fun.
Humor is the bridge that turns challenges into opportunities.
Humor acts as a powerful catalyst for creativity, innovation, providing coaches, influencers, sales professionals, or entrepreneurs with a multi-tool to break through barriers, spark engagement, and encourage a positive mindset, regardless of the obstacles that they face.
G'day, mates. Discover the hidden treasure for success. It's humor. It's the lifeline for leaders, coaches, and entrepreneurs facing burnout, disengagement, and money woes. This isn't just about laughs. It's about transforming challenges into triumphs. Imagine humor as a breath of fresh air, breaking down barriers, sparking creativity, and uniting teams. It's not just making people laugh, it elevates you, making you memorable, confident, and in control. In this cutthroat world of business, humor is not a luxury, it's an essential. It guides us through tough times and ignites solutions. Embrace it, share it, and watch as it transforms your work and life. Humor is the secret weapon of the successful. Let's not just survive, let's thrive with a smile.
That's right.
When you experience integrating humor into your communication strategies, this is not only separates you in a saturated market, but it also invites your audience into a shared space of understanding and relatability, which enhances your effectiveness of your message. And guess what? They will remember you for sure.
Humors help build rapport. It fosters trust. It creates an environment where ideas flourish and relationships thrive.
Winning hearts as an influencer.
See what you started, Greg?
I know.
Whether you're a sales professional building relationships, an influencer engaging your audience, a coach inspiring transformation, or an entrepreneur pitching your next big idea, humor serves as a universal language that can disarm, connect, and illuminate, making every single interaction more memorable and way more impactful.
Maybe you're lying.
Yeah, no. Oh, wow.
Oh,
I know.
Humor is that golden thread that kind of lifts your presence. It turns every chat not just into this moment of learning, but an unforgettable, rewarding connection.
I enjoy cocktails. I haven't had a single drink today, though. They were all doubles. And
I grabbed the microphone, and as Christopher Walken, I said, "This fight reminds me of a great joke. What route do crazy people take in the forest? The psychopath. Pow!" That's a great
To
joke.
be able to green screen out.
Yeah, totally. Green screen too. Yeah.
We're going to see you in pink taffeta. We're going to see you.
The video's going to come out. We're all going to be talking. It's like, I don't remember a dinosaur being underneath Tom's head.
oh.
Yeah.
So yeah, needless to say, I had no other choice but to take my son to church dressed up as Darth Vader.
That's a disease? I didn't know that.
Screenshotting that.
Wow.
So that
is a lot of fun.
Yeah, that is a lot of fun. So that's the video. And by the way, just something kind of funny about that when Craig Gass was talking about that Jenny said that's fantastic. Something that when Craig Gass was talking about that Christopher Walken's, he was actually doing that joke to Christopher Walken's, who didn't want to hear it. And
No.
Christopher Walken hated him. And his friend was like, "You gotta do your Christopher Walken's to Christopher Walken's." Like, how awkward is that? Like, you like, I'm doing you to you. Like that, I mean, like he does impersonations. It's like so much fun. Totally so much fun, guys. Grab that ticket, by the way. It is, I'm gonna give it to you here. It's 40 plus. Oh, that's fantastic. 40 plus is the code. And all you got to do is once you're on this page, just scroll down and click sign up here. You can scroll down and read a little bit more about them and stuff if you want, but just click sign up here. Once you're in here, you're going to put your name in. Your email address. You guys can all know it. I don't care. 472. Put your phone number and then click enter payment information. And this next one's going to pop up. And what you're going to do is you're going to put the code here, 40 plus, and hit apply. And look at that. That's going to drop it down to $4.70 right there. And you guys can join us on March 20th. And yeah, and if you can't join us, this will give you the recording. So you'll get the recording. So it's going to be an amazing, amazing time because you're going to get to actually speak to those guys. You're going to get to talk to Tom Cotter, ask him questions. You're going to get to bring your scripts with you. And we might hot seat somebody to take a look at somebody's script and go over it and give you some live coaching on how to be funnier, just even in that event. So it's going to be really powerful and really fun. So definitely join us. And we look forward to seeing all of you there. And then make sure you sign up for that other one that I posted, that authenticity on the Authentic Edge Summit. Guys, going to be amazing. So all of those are there. Awesome, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining us. I'm always honored that you spent time with us. There's something we train our clients to do, and we'll give it to you as well. What should they remember, Jamie?
Folks, remember, it's a tough world out there. Everybody is going through some form of struggle, yet there's one thing you can do to make the world a better place and make their day happier. It's very simple. All you have to do is share a smile. So when you're out and about, smile at a stranger, and if you're adventurous, give them a little wink.
1, 2, 3, 4, money there, no fuss, just flow. Aim at Jamie's hunters run the show. No pressure, just profits. Yo, ninja touch, we get rid of it. Gain confidence for your benefits. Creativity is key, let's work to it.